Okay, so I kind of grew up in a really poor family, and we had this scarcity mindset around money. Nobody ever talked to me about money. And I think it was just embarrassment. People didn't have money, and so we didn't talk about it. And I was deployed overseas, serving our country, and somebody had the Rule 1 book. And I read it, and for the first time in my life, finance made sense.
After returning from his deployment, life got in the way. We were a little bit distracted and didn't get right on top of this new information that he had found. And a few years later, he decided he was going to read 100 books in 9 months. And I kind of patted him on the back and said, okay, that's great. Go for it. And in that journey, he would occasionally bring a book to me, and I would join him in reading that book. And one of the books he brought to us was Invested. And I read it, and it spoke straight to me. It was something for the first time that I felt truly empowered with, that I could actually do that. And looked on the website, found that they had a workshop in San Diego just like a week and a half later. So I hit him up and said, you want to go to San Diego? And he said, yeah. We jumped in the car and drove to San Diego a week and a half later to go to the workshop.
We were kind of excited because we'd read the books, and they'd motivated us obviously enough to pile into a car and drive 10 hours to get there. And so there was a lot of anticipation when we went in. And I remember going through the workshop and feeling completely overwhelmed because neither one of us had any kind of finance background or any understanding of any of these financial concepts. They were completely foreign to us. The only way I knew how to provide more for my family, to make more money, is to sell more of my time, right? You can always get more money, you can always get more things, but for billions of dollars, you can't buy another minute, right? And so it's just hard for me to think about taking time away from those I love to bring back dollars. And so my aha moment in the workshop was the idea that I didn't have to leave my beautiful wife for extra hours that I would never get back to make money. That there was a mechanism to do that. And we do it together. That aha moment, that realization that we could do this together, I could sit with my best friend and change our life together, was super powerful for me.
I think for me, my aha moment was when I was drinking from the fire hose and I had no idea what they were talking about. And you get that overwhelming feeling of, just being totally overwhelmed. But I just took really good notes. And I knew that even though I didn't know what I was writing down, that I could go home and learn it. And that's what was so empowering to me, is that I had no idea what they were talking about, but I could learn it and I wasn't afraid of hard work. So we could just jump in with both feet and really dig into this. And I was a little bit skeptical, right? I've been swayed by a lot of financial advisors and people in the industry that we've tried to do what they've told us to do. And we just continue to run around in the rat race and not make any progress. And for the first time, I was like, we could do this, and this could really help us. This could really work. So the whole way home, I kept saying to him, is this real?
10 hours of is this real,
yes,
by the way.
Yes, is this real? And explain this to me. How's this happening to us? And we just decided we were gonna do it. We were gonna put into action all the things Phil had asked us to do, and we did. And jumped into the homework immediately. And my first paper trade, I had it all set up on Thinkorswim, and I was not brave enough to push the button. And I had to call Cody in and do I dare do this? And he's like, yeah, you do. I'm like, I don't dare push the button. So he reaches over my shoulder and pushed the button for me, and that's how we placed our first paper trade.
Having a partner in your investing practice is super helpful, right? Because we see the world differently, even though we do everything together, and that's what we signed up for. And we love that that Rule 1 has allowed us to continue to do that, to be together all the time. But we still have different experiences. We still have different interests. We still have different worldviews, right? So we see everything differently. So we can shoot holes in each other's stories.
Yeah.
We are a better investor. I say we're an investor because it's the full package. I look at things one way, and there's things that I'm really good at, and she is the better 7/8 of that, right? She covers all the important stuff. Surrounding yourself by people who think this way is literally life-changing.
Yeah.
We have the Rule One family is such an incredible collection of people who just inspire us to be our best self.